look at that. It's another player profile and projection. This time, a new Yankee, Josh Donaldson. His friends call him JD. He's an enemy to some, a lover to others, fiery spirit. Jake loves him.
I can, right?
I can.
Jim, I love a good third baseman. You know that. I love someone that plays with their hair on fire.
MVP winner.
Guy has an MVP in the bag. And, Jim, I'll tell you what. I don't know if you've cracked open the Baseball Savant yet. The nerds are going to like Josh Donaldson. 99th in average exit velo, 95th in hard hit percentage, 92 in slugging, 94th in walk percentage, barrels 95. Like, it is an impressive Baseball Savant sheet. It is an impressive baseball reference sheet. If you follow the guy on the internet, he is a lot of personality. He is 36 years old, former first-round pick of the Cubs, Auburn guy, War Dam. Remember him and Ashland did something a little while back. Had a very nice season last year, a 3.2 WAR season, 247, 352, 827, playing for the Minnesota Twins last year. The bringer of rain, won the MVP in 2015. He is Josh Donaldson. We're still excited to see how much of him and his personality the Yankees and their magic PR crew are going to let out. He was brought in to be the team's fire. They kind of thought that was missing the couple years. I think we all agree on that. If that is brought in the right way with the way he can play baseball, it would be badass. And boy, could he be the dude that Boston would just absolutely hate. Absolutely hate if he is right. Because he's a bad MFer, man.
Yeah, I mean, he screams. He got ejected after hitting a home run last year because he screamed at the ump about the pitch before it. If they're looking for fire, I mean, as long as they don't dull it out of them, they should be able to get it. I'm interested.
Him and Cole were beefing on the internet, and then
it's an interesting dynamic for sure.
Yeah.
I've been looking at this, Jake. So in our lineup, we mentally have him hitting 6.
Yeah.
If they're going to split the lefty and righty and go Gallo ahead of him. I mean, when do you think the last time he was not in the top 4 in a lineup? I have it up.
Like ever?
Not ever. Consistently. Asked to hit that low. Last year, he didn't start a single game in the 5th hole or later. It was all 2, 3, or 4. He didn't start a single game outside that. In 2020, he didn't start a single game outside of the 3 hole. He was batting 2 or 3. In 2019, didn't start a single game in the 5 hole or on. You got to go back to 2018, and he got 12 starts in the 5 hole. The last time he started a game in the 6 hole, has it ever? Okay, it was 20. I don't know. This is his career, so he's done it, but it was 2014 or 2013. So does that help him out? Or does that make him more fiery? Does that make him pissed off at the guys ahead of him? Is he going to like that? Is he going to not like that? Does he care?
I think it's going to be, hopefully it's earn your keep. It's if Josh Donaldson's hot, I think he's going to say, put me up in the lineup. I think he respects the hitters that we think could potentially be ahead of him in the lineup. And Jim, I mean, more importantly for me, he hit 2nd, 3rd, or 4th a lot last year. In the games he played, his team was 57 and 78. So I don't think Josh Donaldson likes that. So if Josh Donaldson's winning, I don't think he's going to have a problem betting 5th, 6th, wherever he ends up landing. If the Yankees are losing and Josh Donaldson's doing good, he is the type of guy that'll say, well, get Gallo the hell out of there. He's not hitting anything. I think Josh Donaldson is that dude.
Is he going to provide Gallo protection?
I think he could. I think he could, because that as I've talked about my lineup, whether in the PPPs or the other episodes, brought to you by the Warehouse Games. Go check them out. Me and Jimmy are nasty. Good at blitzball, too. I would like that. Because, let's be honest, the Yankees have admitted the lineup needed more balance. They needed more lefties. They've admitted that. They got a couple lefties. Josh Donaldson would be a pretty nice, hey, throw strikes to Joey Gallo, because if you don't, I'm here. So I really like that dynamic. That being said, yeah, I see what you're saying. If JD's doing his thing and a couple other people aren't, and the Yankees aren't winning, that's a guy that's used to being up in the lineup. MVP in the bag. I know it was a few moons ago, but like, he is that dude.
Looking at other splits of his, just trying to understand him a little more, like the inner dynamics of his performance. He, in the last 3 years, from what I'm seeing, has always hit lefties or righties better than the other, but not consistently one or the other. So in 2019, he hit righties better than he hit lefties, but he hit them both
pretty well.
Well, he didn't hit lefties for average at all, but somehow the OPS snuck up with the power. In 2020, he dominated righties and didn't hit lefties a lot. Didn't get a lot of at-bats against them, though.
Yeah, it's a pretty small sample.
Yeah, and then last year, he hit lefties way better than he hit righties.
Yeah, something to track. It is funny looking at those back-to-back-to-back. Career, he has been better against lefties, a 945 OPS, 847 against righties.
Yeah, that makes sense, career to be good for him, an MVP to good. But right. I was interested that it flipped the last 3 years.
Yeah, hey, maybe he's found something. Maybe the Yankees found something that they think they can lean into hitting-wise. I mean, for me, it just Gio Urshela was a lot of fun. And I think I even yelled at people for being like, you know, some people had angsty tweets that were like, are we seriously, people are sad Gio Urshela's gone? The guy was a flash in the pan. It's a fucking fun flash in the pan, dude. Awesome defense, really good offense on paper. What Josh Donaldson can do offensively is a different tier than Gio Urshela, and the Yankees are banking on that. And he's the fire they were looking for. I think our guy Dan Rourke had a moment of brilliance where he said, like, bringing in Donaldson is Correa without, like, the dirty feelings behind
without the cheating. You said it's Correa without the cheating.
Which was honestly just a beautiful moment. I don't know, man. It's I'll say this, and something I like. Josh Donaldson feels like one of the first moves where the Yankees are like putting some chips in. You know, we wanted them to make a big free agent splash. Josh Donaldson is a splash. He's not a Yankee-esque move until you look at the Baseball Savant and see the exit velo and that stuff. Josh Donaldson's got some fire. He can be a beast. I'm excited for it, man. For me, it's let's find out. He could be one of our favorite people for the next 2 years, or it could be a bad time for some of the Yankees front office.
Yeah, I mean, a reminder, if anyone you're really just tuning in, he came over in the trade for Kiner Falefa because the Twins said pick up all of his salary and you can have Falefa. So it's not like the Yankees went to the Twins asking for Donaldson. It was kind of like the price you pay to get Kiner Falefa, which they determined was worth it for them because he does have some other stuff that he brings to the table. I was looking at his spray chart, and I'm always interested with righties if they're going to try. We've seen Voit come over. We've seen DJ do it. Judge has the same swing. We've seen Stanton do it, where they just try to shoot the right field and change their swing a little, let it run a little deeper. So I was trying to see his spray chart because last year he pulled like all his home runs. Minnesota's nicer to left. In some areas, it's got the big wall in right. Because when he was with the Braves, he had more to right. I don't know. You think he's going to change his swing? He's a swing guru guy. Like he went to a guy and he does that that new swing where, you know, the Bellinger, the Justin Turner, you stand really still, high leg kick, and then explode. I wonder if he falls in love with the porch in any way.
It's worthwhile to watch. You're right, going through previous year spray charts, there's a little more balance to it. We'll see. I don't know what to do with that. I'm sure Josh Donaldson likes a short porch. Maybe it can just even be a comfort thing, knowing if you go that way, you got a really good chance. Man, the more and more you get into numbers, it's exciting that Josh Donaldson is a Yankee. And he's a little bit nuts. Like, dude, that first opening day, if there's a pitch inside to Josh Donaldson against the Red Sox, like, expect
you want him to start beef right away?
Expect things to get there. It depends how he does it.
Oh,
it depends on the scenario.
We should see if he has good numbers versus any new foes in the division.
Some Josh Donaldson career splits. Josh Donaldson career splits.
Josh Donaldson career splits.
What while we get there. Okay, I've gotten to a good spot. He hits Rick Porcello well.
Most hits off any pitcher in the history of his career is pretty Ricky.
So Jim, I've got one for you.
Chris Sale.
5 career home runs versus Chris Sale, a 1.030 OPS.
10 hits, 5 of them homers.
Nick Pivetta, 3 home runs, a 1.179 OPS.
Garrett Richards, 9 for 27. 333 batting average, 400 OBP, 882 OPS. So he got numbers versus the Red Sox starters.
Nathan Eovaldi, 1.141 OPS.
Okay, so I like that. I hope that continues. He's got to like hitting in Fenway, right?
There's a chance.
You think there's a chance?
There is a chance. 895 OPS against Boston Red Sox James Paxton, potentially by the end of the year.
967 OPS at Fenway Park, 307 batting average, 422 on base percentage. Wow. The Red Sox killer.
Okay.
So far in his career, Jake.
Yeah.
So far in his career, done well against the Sox. In 2018, 100 batting average.
Excuse me?
1 for 1.
It's huge.
Yes.
I've never known how to say that. Is it 1,000 batting average?
Probably.
Because 100 would be
Don't count on me.
Okay. Don't count on me.
Don't count on me. It's a song that I wrote.
Josh Donaldson has a pretty cool high-end potential for the Yanks.
I like that we're running into nuggets of like rooting interest. Well, I hope we continue to find, like we found out last episode that Wandy is high leverage or bust.
Don't pitch him in useless
And
games.
now we find out Donaldson crushes the Red Sox. Like historically at Fenway
and some guys
individually
in
their rotation right now he has good numbers against. Will it come to fruition? I don't know.
We're not sure.
Can we hope and dream and wish and pray? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
It's the name of the game. Those were just at Fenway numbers versus the Red Sox. Still great numbers. 77 games. 300 at bats. 280 batting average. 375 OBP. 889 OPS. Yes, sir. I mean, Blue Jays, we got anything going there? Yep. Well, terrible batting average.
Former Blue Jay.
Yeah. Let's watch a random video of him.
Okay.
You ready, Z-Man?
Has really good numbers at Camden.
Everyone does.
Yeah.
They moved the fence back.
Has really good numbers at the Rogers Center. But he was a Blue Jay for a while.
Best two scoring chances the Indians have had tonight.
Strike.
Unable to.
That's outside.
That was a ball outside. Let's watch. And it's Dylan Covey, the White Sox, so it almost doesn't matter.
He's talking to the
Let's
ump.
get a
He was talking to the ump
different
afterwards
random
saying,
video.
like, that doesn't count. That's a ball. Okay, another call strike.
Yeah. Right call, 1-1.
Not his pitch. Bases loaded, working
Missed
the count.
spot. He wasn't looking there. Let's see if there's another random video.
Yeah, bases loaded, 1-0. He's making that pitcher.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Doubles on a sharp line drive.
Odubel has it roll off his glove, and Donaldson will pull into second base with his 11th double of the year.
Kind of a pretty swing.
11th double of the year. Once again, the random video.
Pays off.
Pays off.
That's huge. We don't have an over-under because Josh Donaldson was a recent ad. What if I gave you an over-under of 2.5 ejections?
My gut says it's 2.
I'm kind of sitting there too.
3 ejections in one season is kind of like
feels high.
It's kind of like, hey, stop.
Right. Well, if they're spaced out perfectly, I think 3's okay.
I mean, I do think at one point,
but like if you have 2 in a month, you're like, dog.
At one point, he might be asked to get ejected. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, he's gonna put the onus on himself once.
How do you spell his name?
Okay.
Donald.
Donaldson.
So it looks like he didn't get ejected last year, but I thought he did. Was that?
I mean, he definitely did, right? Unless that was the COVID year.
Looks like he did not get ejected in 2021. Maybe that was the COVID year.
That was the COVID year. There's a video from John Boy Media that pops up.
So we're at 0 last year.
But the Twins didn't matter.
And then in 2021, it was 1.
2020.
2020.
Short season.
2019, it was 1. So, okay, 3 would be pretty high, I think.
But you are kind of expecting 2.
Yeah, I am, actually.
I am too.
So put it at 1.5.
1.5.
Over. Back-to-back games, same ump.
No.
That's how you do it.
Give me 3.
I mean, let's do like ejections or like benches clearing moments, like not or like heated moment. Because that's I don't need him to get ejected, but if he takes a step towards the pitcher or yells and then like people get to the top step, oh. He does that. I mean, he did against Cole, where it was like a heightened interest at bat.
Right.
Because of beef. Beef at bat.
Oh, I mean, there's going to be a lot of beef at bats.
Over under 10.
Over.
Okay. What does Baseball Reference project for him?
Josh Donaldson, Baseball
81% reliability.
High.
23 homers. 499 plate appearances. Come on, guys. 242 batting average, 347 on base, 806 OPS. What do you think about that?
Well, again, a little conservative. He is getting older. He's going to be 36. He only has 1 season with an OPS in the 7s. It was 798 in 2014. Man, looking at the Baseball Savant got me pretty hyped. He still hits the ball hard. And the Gallo protection and everything we ran into. Snaps for us.
Snaps for us.
Yeah.
What an episode. He fares well against the Red Sox pitchers.
What if...
Make it come true
I've got
in the future.
One final question for myself.
Yeah. I'll shut up and listen.
Exact replica of his last season with Minnesota. Are you happy?
You said this was a question for yourself. Are you looking for me to answer now?
It's for you. No, it's my last question from myself.
Oh. I'm not upset.
Okay.
I'm just kind of like, yep. Like happy-ish, but very like more even keeled than just like yeah, got it. Like happy would be if he's better than last year.
Satisfied.
It's $50 million. It's $50 million. I think I'd be happy if he's better than Urshela.
He was a lot better on the road than home last year, so he's happy to be out of for Minnesota.
Hate that place.
And he never had a horrible month.
What are his numbers at Yankee Stadium?
Josh Donaldson at Yankee Stadium wearing a hat.
They're bad.
Ah,
Wait, that's against the Yankees.
that's against the Yankees, bro.
Oh, at Yankee Stadium, they're worse.
For a Yankee, he's never gone out.
If we're putting stock into his numbers like at Fenway, his numbers at the stadium, like bad.
Not great.
I'm not even going to say them.
No, because they're not real.
167, 261, 573 OPS. Bad.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Protect Gallo. Play good defense. Hit the homers. Be good.
Have some beefy at bats.
Fire.
Come on the show. No, just call into the voicemail line and yell at us. Once. Call in and yell at us once.
1 and 1.
Real me.
Scare BBD. Thanks, Zach.